Okay, Year 7, I just want to show you Reece's work. I'm very impressed with it. He's got a number of spelling errors, capital letter problems and things like that, but that's okay. He's going to improve at that and he's going to sort those problems out. But he's presented it beautifully, and the actual content of his work is very good. And he's done just over a page. I've given him an effort 1, and I've given him something I want him to do to expand on it. But let me just read it to you because it's very good. I'm sure he's had some help with this, maybe online or somewhere, and that's absolutely fine. He's put the extra effort in and done some extra research, but he's used the keywords I've asked him to use, and he's linked them together in a nice way. So let me just read this because it is very good. When you first walk into a Catholic church, you would see the altar. Good. This, and then he explained it, so he's made a point and now he's going to explain it. This is a table where, that should be, the bread and wine is blessed during the Eucharist. Good, brief explanation, and he's got another good technical bit of vocabulary in there, Eucharist, full stop. Above the altar, you would find a crucifix. He's made a point, and now he's going to explain it, which is a cross with Jesus. Okay, good. So you see how he's made a point, and then he explains it. Makes a point, and then he explains it. And I love all these linking words. Okay, I know he's used my sentence starters to help, I think, that are on Google Classroom, but they're good. He's made good use of them. Next to the altar, you will find the lectern. Okay, good. So he's told me something. What's he going to do now? He's going to explain it. Where the Bible is read. Superb. Okay. Near the altar is a gold box called the tabernacle. Good. And now he's going to explain it. Where the blessed sacrament is stored. Superb. And look how already he's used 2 names for Jesus in the Blessed Sacrament. He's called it the Eucharist and he's called it the Blessed Sacrament. So he's showing that he understands that knowledge. And then he's done a really good summary sentence, which I think he probably, I don't know, I might not be right about this, but I feel like he might have taken it from somewhere else. He might have magpied this from online, I don't know, or maybe a grown-up, but it's a really good summary of Mass. Holy Mass is a religious ceremony filled with rituals, songs and prayers. Okay, I thought that was it, and I was thinking, well, he's done a good job there. That is really neat. It's a nice summary. He's used a few keywords. He's done half a page of writing. I was happy with that, and I was thinking, yeah, that's good. That's effort 2. All right, but there's more. There's more. Well done. And now he has this strange sentence which is kind of out of the middle of nowhere. He talks about Maundy Thursday. Now, I don't know if Reece really knows what Maundy Thursday is or not, or if he's just kind of found this in an encyclopedia or Wikipedia, I don't know. But he's right. Maundy Thursday, which is a special day in the year, commemorates the Last Supper. Okay, that's true. But what Reece needs to realise is every single Mass commemorates the Last Supper. That's one way of thinking about the Mass. It's more than that because it actually recreates the sacrifice of Jesus on the cross. But yes, every single Mass commemorates the Last Supper. And then we have a bit more description of things you might find in a church, which is interesting. Okay, you will also find a pulpit where the priest delivers sermons. Now that's a technical word that I've not talked about. Pulpit and sermons are words I've not given to Reece. So he's obviously made the effort to go and have a look up and find extra things out, maybe online or somewhere, I don't know. Now, a pulpit basically is the same as a lectern, okay? It's not exactly the same, but for all intents and purposes, it's the same thing, okay? And he's right, a sermon is an explanation of what happens in the Bible, basically. Then we've got a nice connective word, also. And then we've got more of our words that we found on the quiz. Also in the church, you will find stained glass windows. It should be stained, but that's fine. Stained glass windows, good. And then he explains about it, which is great. Shows he's done some research. Stained glass windows were a way, and still are a way, to teach the poor about God during medieval times. Now that is a really good explanation of stained glass windows, but I want to correct it, okay? Stained glass windows are a way not to teach the poor, but to teach everybody, the rich and the poor, especially those who cannot read, okay? The church in her wisdom has given us art, given us beautiful visual Bibles we can see with our eyes through the art in our churches, including in the windows, okay? And yeah, especially for children and for those who cannot read. And it's not just during medieval times, but Reece is onto something here, because in medieval England, okay, everybody was Catholic, all our churches were Catholic, and the stained glass and the church cared greatly for the poor and made sure that they too learnt their Bible stories. And yes, during the time of King Henry VIII and afterwards, a lot of the stained glass windows were destroyed because they didn't want the stained glass windows. Okay, but there we go. So good bit of research you've done there, Reece. And then I'm really pleased because he's done even more, and he's talked about votive candles, which were one of the extra words that I wanted you to use to show extra effort. You can light a votive candle, and now he's explaining it, to symbolise a prayer or devotion. You can make a donation to the church for the candle. And look how he's crossed out with a ruler and pencil when he's realised he's made a mistake. Well done. The candle continues to burn for some hours or days. This signals the prayer and love of the person who lit it. Really good. So I can see there Reece has used a mixture of the quiz material I gave him, of the sentence starters, the keywords and extra words, and he's also done some of his own research. I think maybe he's copied a few sentences, but at this stage that's fine. He showed effort, and hopefully he's remembered some of it. So well done, Reece. Very good piece of homework. And I've given you a little action point here because I think you might have mentioned the word priest once, maybe even twice, but I want a bit more of an explanation. Describe what the priest does during the liturgy of the Eucharist. Now, I'm not going to make videos for every single brilliant piece of work that everyone does, but just from time to time, I like to share one with you. Okay, thank you, Year 7.